Captain, how you doing? Man, it's good to see you guys. Oh, Komorowski's here. All right, Dutch is here. All right. Well, today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Normally, we pick a faction and we go up against that faction a couple of times against the Moloch. That way we kind of got an idea of how those factions play out against each other, and I can gauge like one faction over another if I play the same person, right? So it gives me a better sense of which one is better. But today I figured we've done a whole lot of that. We've pretty much gone over nearly every faction, I think, in there. And I found quite a few that I like and some that interest me and I want to get better at. But today I was thinking, what if we just hit random? What if we just, I don't know, play somebody, right? So I guess without further ado, let's go for it. Well, we got the old random versus random here. Let's see what happens. So we can go into custom game and we can make either one of them random, that kind of thing. But if you just hit quick game, both of them will be random. So here we go. We're just going to go for it. Just press the button and go. All right. So we're going to start out with our tiles. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. We ended up with the Moloch. I think we need to get rid of Moloch. Oh, it's a Moloch versus Neo Jungle. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we'll play the Moloch. We'll just get that done. Here, I'll tell you what we'll do right here. We'll flip this around. We'll say, we're the Moloch. Right there. Boop. And we aren't random. We are Moloch. How about that? And we need to, and we need to change our color though, because we are not that color. Select a color. We're going to be this color. Beep, 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 boop. Perfect. Okay. Boom. There you go. Now we're Moloch. It's a sign. Well, now I guess I'll be Moloch all the time and we'll take on everybody else. I'll start dressing like a robot. It'll be fun. All right. My guest marker is now going to be Neo Jungle. Awesome. Okay. There you go. Oops. Shoot. Let me find it. Come here. Let me find it. I know you're there. There you go. All right. This is Neo Jungle. I like the Neo Jungle. I really do. I like it thematically a lot. I just don't feel like I've got a good handle on how to play that thing. Especially against Moloch in the bomb, right? That seems, oh, that's background. Oh, we don't want that. Let's see, we want this. I did the wrong thing. Select color. There we go. All right. So we got that going on. There we go. Neo Jungle. Thinking. All right. Here we go. Now it's as advertised. What a mess. Right? What a mess. But see, that's what I get for messing with the computer. All right. So randomly editing, and I need a new system. You know what? I need a new system. We had some problems with delay yesterday, I noticed when I went back to watch it, there's a lot of problems with delay. Anyway, we've got it covered. We've done our random thing. We are the Mullick. We're going up against Neo Jungle. Neo Jungle, we're going to kick their butt big time. It'll be great. But where are we going to put our guy here? Yeah, it's back. We got a lot of pushes. I'm trying to think with the Neo Jungle. I think we'll just get in a corner. I can't think of anything better to do than get in a corner with them. So let's see where he goes. He goes right in the middle, which is what I would figure that Neo Jungle would do. All right. All right. Let's see. We got 3. Be nice to shoot him. So that's one of the problems here with him being in the middle. I should have thought about that would be the most likely thing for Neo Jungle to do, and probably put my headquarters in the middle of one of these sides, you know, so that way I could have had 2 different places I could put my guys, actually 4 places I could put my guys to go up against the Neo. No, you know what? I don't really know for sure. We can take a look at that. I'm going to put this guy up here. A random direction to shoot him. There you go. Bam. Let's see if it says difficulty. It doesn't say the difficulty level. Like I said, you can go into hey Marcin, you can go into the custom and you can set it to where it'll randomly pick both sides, and you can set the difficulty level there. This is just quick game. I think maybe the default is just medium. I don't know. I don't think it's easy. So get that. Not easy. Hey, you know, this is the first time I ever said that. Just anyway, just saying. All right, here we go. Let's see what he does. All right, he's going to absorb problems. Alrighty. Can we get the bomb now? We don't really want the bomb now. What do we do? We try to cut the rat off. We do. So this guy here's got toughness. He is really good. He only goes off at a 1 though. But I can do 2 damage to the jungle and start to cut off his dudes. So if I get rid of this one, maybe put this here or here. Be better to put this here so that the attack happens. And it'd be nice if I had this guy shooting the other way. But he's got toughness. So I think I can drop the bomb here later. And he will survive and still be able to do the 2 points. So I'm going to hold on to the bomb and move on. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Yeah, he didn't help us. Well, that's all right, because we can attack him on a 2 or a 3. We can put either one of these down here. We could drop the bomb here in a minute. I really like that 2. Really like that 2. I think I'm going to get rid of the 3. Go for this 2. And I don't know if I should put them this way. I think that makes sense. And hold on to the bomb one more time. I hate holding on to it though. Oh, he's got a net. Alright, so now we can take these guys out. We drop the bomb. We can put a 3 right here after we drop the bomb. That looks pretty good. I like this toughness though. Oh, and that's also the Gauss cannon. So we could put it here and just wipe out this whole thing, but it would only do it on a 1. I'm not sure which is best at that point. So I was thinking once we take this guy out, we could put a 3 here, which would end up taking this guy out. So we'll end up doing 2 damage this way, 3 damage this way, plus the 3 would do damage here and knock that guy out and anybody that he puts in this space. So that would be pretty helpful. Man, I love that Gauss cannon. And how many of those Gauss cannons do we have? We have a total of 1 of them. Man, it really stinks to get rid of it. I'm going to say it's the... I don't think he's got a lot of toughness, though. He can take 1 damage. Yeah, okay. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of the 3. We're going to drop the bomb. Bink. Yep. Now he's got no jungle left. We're going to take this guy. Put him right there. The thought is every time he tries to build up that jungle, we're going to try to disconnect it. So, and I don't think he's got a lot of toughness in the jungle. I think he's got a couple of units that are built for that, but I think we should be able to, we'll do pretty good on it, I think. Throws away a battle. He puts a poison down. All right, so now he's got a poison guy. Really need to try to take him out. So the modifier on the attack, ranged attack, does not affect the Gauss cannon. So it won't add a second damage. It only does 1 damage no matter what we do as far as modifiers go. But we could put the modifier on here anyway to get this 3 going. Or we got this 2 and a 1. So we put the 2 and a 1 here. And put a put the modifier on them. Might be nice. Put the 2 and a 1 here. Modify this way. Doesn't really matter. All right. I think we're gonna get rid of the battle because I don't really want to get poisoned. I'm gonna put this one here. I'll put this one right there. I don't know. What do y'all think? I think it's pretty good. Looks all right to me. All right, throws another battle away. Got another net. Dadgummit. Okay, we gotta push. We gotta push, but we're netted, so we can't push from the net. We don't want to push the HQ. We can push this guy. over here. That'll save us 1 damage. We can push the rat. Matters very little. Yeah. Okay, we could push the net, and the net would have to go right here, which would be facing his guy, which would give us 2 more damage on him. Doing 2 damage instead of avoiding 1 would be awesome. We could make the gauze cannon go off twice, which is a pretty darn good idea. I don't know if I can save. Can't push this guy. I'm gonna have to kill him. And if I push this down here, I won't be able to kill him. Hey, Vader! I won't be able to push him. Alright. I definitely want the double attack, so let me... Yeah, I think I'm going to push from the gauze cannon. Yeah, Dutch is here. I'm going to push this net. That'll get me a couple more damage on him. And so now the question is, do I want to make the gauze cannon go off twice? I could make this guy go off twice and he would do 4 damage. Because he'd do 1 and 0. Which is pretty good. And we just ended up doing a random, and I ended up being the mullet going up against Neo Jungle. We're doing all right. I already dropped the bomb on him. But now he's built up his jungle again. So, means he's got a bunch of pushes and stuff, right? So, right, because this, or that's all the upgrades, right? All the upgrades. Jungle connected. Yeah, so all the upgrades that he gets end up, and he hasn't drawn any modules. So, but any modules that he gets goes to everybody, which stinks. This one is awesome, but good. Okay, I think what we're going to do, that 3's going to die. I can make the gauze cannon go twice, but it's not going to help me much. I think I'm going to go ahead and make this guy go. He'll go off on 1 and 0, which will do 4 damage to his HQ. I think that's pretty good. Got a blocker. Oh, he's got a 3. I forgot he's got that little mini bomb. Hey, gummit. Ah! Oh, look at that guy. Goes on a 0. Ooh, I can make this guy a 3. That would be sweet. Definitely going to do that. Movement. Movement. I'm not going to be able to save the gauze cannon. I'm not going to be able to save this guy. Not a lot I can do. I think I'm going to get rid of the movement. I'm going to make this one a 1. A +1. So he's now a 3. He'll get rid of those poisons and stuff. He won't do any damage to me, and I'll rip him a new one. I think that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Battle. Bam, 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 bam. Look at that. That guy's kicked butt. All right. That's 3 damage. 4 total, right? Right. That stinks. All right. Hey, he did some bad stuff to me. Oh, now he's got a modifier. Yeah, 15 tiles. Oh, robot waltz. All right, just so you guys remember, the thing about Neo Jungle is this module here is giving everybody a +1 to their attack, and anybody who's connected to the HQ will now have a +1 to their attack. So this guy's going to do 3 damage to us, which is not good. I would consider it bad even. So I think this 3 would go really nice right here. It would do 2 damage. If I put the 2 right here, he would kill all these guys. I can move this down. Not a way for me to do that correctly. I think I gotta get rid of the battle, unfortunately. I'd really like to just, because if I were to do battle right now, I would get rid of these guys. I would damage this. I would do 1 damage to his base. But this one will survive a second round, especially if I put them there. And then I've got all this room out here to do modifiers. I think I'm all right. All right, got a daggum, a net. 14 tiles. All right. Lord Vader, lead us in the waltz. Here we go. Well, this weekend I got to play a bunch of different games. Yeah, it's not Robot Waltz. Yeah, I forgot. I think Robot Waltz is on the... I don't remember where it is. Playtime? It's on Playtime. I think you'll hear it when we come back. So, I got to play this one. I got it off of eBay. I don't think you can get it new anywhere. But... this is a game that came out, and it actually came out. I thought this was a predecessor to Neuroshima, but apparently this came out afterwards. But it kind of borrows on some of the ideas, but instead of hexes, you use circles. Let me show you just a little bit about this. So the board is just, it's plain. It's, you know, a lot like Neuroshima. It's a very plain, simple board. It's just a bunch of squares. These areas here are where altars are going to be, and they change their position and what they do. So some of the altars, if you zap the altar, you'll get the power of the altar. And so zapping the altar will give you armor, if you will, just like armor in Neuroshima will give you protection against a strike. And then there's others that'll give you movement and things like that. as you use your pieces, they become exhausted. So the difference between this and Neuroshima is the idea that you're going to put all the pieces down. All the pieces go down. And let me show you these pieces real quick. So kind of like, I don't know, Go or something like that. You have all the pieces are like double-sided, right? So you're either going to have it's going to be the red player versus the green player, right? And if the red piece gets captured by the green player, he gets turned over, right? And becomes property of the green player. So when you hit somebody, say this guy shoots that guy, and you can see the little place where he would shoot, right? Makes sense? So the contrast isn't great on the camera, but this is a much darker green than what it looks like on the camera, and that's a bright yellow. Anyway, it goes and strikes this guy. So this guy would turn to green, and then I would take him and I would put him on top of one of my other green units, any of the green units I have. Now, in order to do that though, I would have to exhaust that guy. So you get these little chips, you put it on there and say, okay, I'm using this guy, and he's going to zap that guy. And this guy has no defense, so he comes off. And now I can put this anywhere. If I put him on here, it gets rid of the exhaust. So maybe one of these other ones are exhausted too, and I can get rid of that. But then, instead of going that direction, I can actually make it go this direction and point to this guy, right? So that's diagonal, right? So you have all the directions. They're diagonal, horizontal, or vertical, right? And that's how that works. And so you build up these stacks, and the game ends when someone can no longer, when either you get rid of the other guys, all the other guys' pieces, you've captured everybody's pieces, or when it's your turn, you have no place to affect. You're not shooting anything. Then you lose the game because you ran out of moves, basically. So you could have a lot of pieces left and end up losing because you don't have any more moves left, which is kind of interesting. So it's not just looking at the taking out the other guy and how many pieces are left, it's whether or not you have moves left, which is tricky. It is tricky. Also, they have these, one of the abilities is that you can add rooms, and this is kind of interesting. So these would go on the corner like this. So then suddenly you'd have 3 more spaces, and you put somebody in one of those spaces. They have a choice. And this other one would go on the opposite side so that they're always opposite one another. So you have the 3s, you have 1s, and you also have 2s, right? And they just go, wherever you put them, they have to go the exact opposite on the other side. And one of my guys would go in one of them, and one of your guys would go in the other. So it's pretty interesting. These are the altars. So anyway, really neat game. More interesting than I thought it would be. I thought, oh man, this looks really simple, but man, yeah, this ends up being like, if you like Neuroshima, this is a game. This is a good game. It's solid. This is only a 2-player game, whereas Neuroshima you can play like up to 6, right? If you use the expanded borders. But on this one, it's solid. And so imagine at the very beginning, you have a stack of tiles, and you can see what your first tile is. So you're figuring out where you're going to place that thing. You pick it up to place it, and you can see what your second tile is. So that's all the information you have is, I got to place this tile, and I know what my next tile is going to be. So you place your tile, aim it which direction you want. Then the other player places his, then you place the next, and so on and so forth. And you can see what his next one's going to be. But he hadn't picked it up, so you can't see what his next 2 are, just his next one. right? So that's as much information as you have, and you have to make decisions about where to place all these, knowing that you want to have the most moves and all this kind of stuff, and you start placing all these things. And so that's half of the game, is just setting it up, basically. And then you start putting these exhaustion tokens on there and actually taking the moves. I really like this game. It was a great tactical strategy type game. If you're into that, man, this is a great game. Like I said, I picked it up on eBay. I know, Vader, you can probably find it in Europe someplace as well. Maybe there's the eBay of Europe, or maybe even on BGG. You could look it up. I think I had that up. Let me see. Yeah, there's 12 euros, 8 euros. Looks like in Germany on BGG. So I really liked it. I thought it was great. So anyway, that's Witchcraft. Now, Witchcraft on BGG has got a 6.4, right? Didn't rate super high. Of course, anything above a 6 is what I consider a good game, right? It's a good game. You might like a 6. It might be okay. And for you, that 6 might be a 7, right? And I think 7 is solid, right? I would definitely give this one a 7. I think some of the things that might hurt it are the theme. With Neuroshima, people will say, well, Neuroshima doesn't have much of a theme. It's kind of a abstract tile laying combat game. But for us, most of us, we get into the game and we start thinking about the different factions and seeing the thematic ties to those factions, and thinking about the world itself and how it all works in that. So for me, I feel like I am, even though it is a bit of an abstraction, I still feel like I'm sort of tied to that world, and the reason those mechanics exist are because of the theme. So I feel like that's a really cool thing about Neuroshima. I'm not sure that I feel the same way about this Witchcraft thing. Basically, you have guys that have certain spells. Most of them are just, they shoot the first guy that the arrow is pointing to, and that's it. There's another one who has a blue instead of a yellow, and he sort of lobs, so you can hit whichever one you want in the row. You can bypass some people if you want. And then there's another one that shoots through any defense. So they have some defense pieces, just pretty much like Neuroshima. Certain areas will have some armor, right? So if the only place that you have to shoot is a place where I have armor, you don't have a move, and I would win. So being able to hit a tile to create that armor, that's pretty neat thing. Anyway, Witchcraft, there you go. Pretty neat game from Portal that I don't think got much love, and it came out a couple of years after Neuroshima came out. And honestly, like Convoy, which I think Convoy is a pretty cool 2-player game as well. A lot of neat choices and stuff. And now we've got the app, and man, if you haven't played the app, that is the way to play Convoy. It is a lot of fun. It's super neat. And we asked Ignacy if he was thinking about adding additional factions to Convoy on the app, because it would be much easier to add those things. I would think it's easily scalable. You put them in, and there you go. Whereas with this, you'd have to print them. There's a lot of investment in this. He said that maybe he would consider it if people caught on to it and Convoy did well as an app. But I don't hold out a lot of hope that it's going to be Candy Crush. You know what I mean? It's not going to be Candy Crush. I like it a lot, though. Hey, check this out. Kashmir, Merchants of the Silk Road. Now look how freaking generic, and let me give you a little bit of this here. It says, as spice dealers, Players will traverse the Silk Road with their caravans, maintaining trade relationships with Kashgar in the west of China. All right, have you fallen asleep yet? They will send out members of their caravans to attract more people and thereby increasing their stocks of spices, gold, and mules. There you go, Dutch. My goodness. Seriously. Why couldn't you have picked any other theme? Any other theme? Anything. Set it in space, man. Come on, spice, road, merchants. My goodness. Oh, terrible. I want to give it negative points on my review just because of the theme. Like normally I go, it didn't do very well on that. I give it a 0. I want to give it a -1 just because Merchants of Silk Road. What the heck, man? But that's as negative as I can get on this game. I'll tell you one more negative thing. It ain't too pretty. And part of that is just the muted colors. Just the colors and stuff. It just doesn't look very pretty. I mean, the art is nice. The art's nice. It's all right. But you see the muted colors? You know, kind of dull colors, right? And then you got to memorize what these different spices. That's cinnamon. I don't know. That's some kind of star spice. I don't know what the heck that's called. That's pepper, right? If they had a little pepper shaker there, I'd know it's pepper. Oh, come on, man. I'm about done with the spice thing. You end up trading blacks for pinks and stuff like that is what you do. The other weird thing about this game is the first 1 to 25 wins. Well, the first 1 to 25 triggers the end, and then you see who wins. Yeah, that's a mule. That's a mule. It's a mule. Anyway, the first 1 to 25 triggers the end, but there's no board. You know, just a small board where we trace who's going where or whatever. Nope, they didn't do that. All the player boards are exactly the same. There's no difference between these player boards at all. It's not like, oh, this is yours because you're green, because there is none of that. They're all the same. And so there's no marker to figure out how many points anybody has. And yet they say the points are common knowledge so that everybody should be able to know what everybody's points are. But you have to look across the table and start adding them up. Yeah, right, Komorowski. It's there's so much missed opportunity here. Way much. So the game itself is pretty darn awesome. And it all boils down to some simple stuff. You got all these different cards that do different things. And you just do whatever the card says when it comes up. But you have these guys. Hold on, let me find them. Where are they? Okay, I'm not going to find him. Unless he's... Oh, here he is. Here he is. So you got this guy. He's your... the glare is terrible. I can hold it way back here. Anyway, he's a patriarch. In the patriarch, basically what it does is when you're going to have 3 caravans, right? 3 different caravans. And basically it's just cards in a row. And you can do whatever the bottom card is. So I could choose to do this one. And what it says is I put him behind so that way he'll come up after I get done with this card. So they keep on rotating through. But his says draw 2 cards from the standard deck and keep 1. So then I would draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards from the standard deck. Boop, boop. And I would look at them and decide which one to keep. So maybe I would keep this one and I put it back here. So now I'm deck building, but I'm building 3 different decks. and I can see in which order they're coming. And every time I use my Patriarch, I'm putting another card in. And each one of these caravans have a Patriarch. There's a way that I can switch them around and move the cards around, but that's a power that you would use that's in some of these cards. Also, some of the cards have red things. So this says set your donkeys to 5 or set the gold to 6. But if you use that, he goes away from the game. So he'll disappear forever. Anyway, deck building awesomeness. And, you know, you got these trackers and you're trying to do all this stuff. And the reason that you're doing that is so that you can fill orders. Again, boring, fill orders. So there's a lot of boringness to this. It's no surprise to me that this one wasn't met with a great outcrying of hurrahs. But I think it's well worth playing. I really enjoyed it. I want to play it some more. I think this is easily a 7. Yeah, just the deck building, having the 3 different decks and doing that and trying different strategies. It's really cool. I just want to die about the theme though. I mean, I could fix the scoring. I just get out a little board, and you know, one of my boards from either 51st State or Imperial Settlers, I could use one of those boards to keep track of our points. The first one of 25 wins. That's perfect, you know. So I can do that. That's not a problem. But to me, the theme just kills it. And I really like this game though. On BGG, I think it's got a 7.1. That's a good solid score right there. I agree with that. Even with the theme being as bad as it is, I'd still give it a 7. Man, this could be so much more if it would captivate you, but it doesn't. Anyway, there you go. That's my take on that. So how about we get back to kicking butt? Let's play. Well, there you go, Vader. You hooked up. All right. Now this Neo jungle is being built around us. It's not making me happy at all. I don't like it. This guy needs to go. These modules need to go. I need to take out these modules ASAP. Man, that thing is killing me. I don't know what to do. I got to take out the modules. All right, so I got this guy. If we were to fight right now, he would get... These guys are 2s now because of this +1. So 3 points of damage. This guy would get 4 damage. Both of these are doing 4 damage right now. So he get 4 damage on me. And I get... I would get nothing on him. This guy's just going to take this guy out. And that is it. So, I am not going to battle. Now, what can I do? I take this guy and go in 3 different directions. I can do it here. that would take this out. So if you take out that module, it'll take out this module, but it's only doing 1 damage, and he's got armor. So I need to do 2 damage to him, and I don't have a way to do 2 damage to him. This right here, probably the best I can do right now. I mean, who do I need to protect? I can protect this, so that way I definitely hit him. That's about all I got. I don't know what else to do. I think that's it. Ah! Oh no, not another module. He's building the jungle, and there's nothing I can do about it. Man! Now he's got a 3. Shoot. I gotta push. I got nowhere to push. I have nowhere to push. Nowhere to push. Nope. Nope. I can't use the push. This guy attacks on a 2. So I could take out his net, which is not super helpful to me. I could detonate the bomb, but I want this guy to shoot on a 1. Guys, the bomb would do good here to take out these guys. Good Lord. He's gonna... First thing that happens is this 3 is gonna hit this guy, and that medic's gonna go away. That's just a +1. I gotta take this thing out. Got no way to do it. Maybe if I wouldn't have put that blocker there. But I mean, he could put one of these there, and then he'd be blocking me, so that's why I did that. Ugh. And this guy will survive for a minute. I guess if I put him here, at least I'm tempted to do something. This one's going to disappear though. And then I'll take this one out on a 2, so all this 2 will become a 1. Or, man, no way. I just can't do anything. Not a lot I can do. And might as well go ahead and make the battle happen, because what are you going to do? All right. Man, I hate that. Shield wouldn't have been able to push a module. If the shield pushed one of the modules, they couldn't push them into anything in particular, I don't think. Kamarowski, I might have made a mistake earlier, but I think I'm right on that. There wasn't a way... There wasn't a place for their modules to move. So I had the opportunity to release the bomb. Like I said, he already used this. if I use the bomb on this, it just does 1 damage, which is 1 damage that I'm going to do anyway. So I am not going to use the bomb. Call airstrike on clown. No. Yeah, that's bad. This is bad stuff. Could have been worse. We're still winning. Karaski. That's all right. Keep on trying to find those places, man. There's so many times when I don't know. I'll miss stuff. What is it? The other day when we lost, last Tuesday, right? We lost, but just a point or two, and it was because there was a way that I could have made us survive, and we didn't do it. And I can't remember. I think Vader was the one who said, "Hey, if you would have done this," and it's like, man, no doubt. But I had just given up at the end. So you may find some stuff that I'm doing wrong. There's so many possibilities. There's so many things going on at one time. Trying to look at all that and analyze what needs to happen. You have to kind of develop your mind for it, right? This is one of those games where, just like chess or something like that, you have to be able to look at the whole thing and see it as a whole rather than just individual pieces. So, and just takes playing. Just takes a lot of playing. So that's why I always encourage people to get the app and to play it on easy and just keep on going. You know, try to have fun with it. Try to get those wins. There's no reason not to win. All right, we got 2 pushes, which means we can disconnect some stuff. I can disconnect this module if I push it, which is good. Is there another push? I can push this one. It'd still be a 3. He'd still be attacking that guy. I can push this one. It'd still be attached. But if I push this one from this module here, then he would have to go here. He'd still be attached. Then I could push this guy from here, right? From this guy here. And he would have to go here. So that way this guy can do damage. And he'd have a module in his way. But all the modules are still connected. Pushing this module makes that 3 a 2. This guy's got toughness. I could detonate the bomb on a 2. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Do I want to give him a plus? No, because it would get killed. So doing the plus isn't going to help. Moving this will help me. So even though it's not awesome, it is helpful to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this, unfortunately. Yep, I have to get rid of this one. All right, then I am going to push this here. So it's not connected. Now, if I push this one here, it would suddenly become connected, though. Dadgummit. And if I push this one, it'd become connected. And I need this guy there. I don't think I want to do the push. I probably should have kept the module. Let's do that real quick. So I'll do this push. And then what I think I want to do is just use the module as a blocker. So that he can't get that connected back up again. I don't know what else to do. That is the idea. Now I got a poison. Probably not a lot I can do about that. Oh, he's got 2 2s now. I can't. Dadgummit. Detonate this on a 2. Take out these, but this 2 is still going to kill him, even though it'll be a 1. Man, there's no way I can take that out ahead of time. There's just no way I can take that out ahead of time. Nope. No way. All right. Well, so this guy I could use him to knock out this guy here. Big kahuna. Because it does a double attack and it does it on the 2. Could definitely do that. I could eliminate this, but my HQ is going to eliminate that eventually. So I think it makes more sense to eliminate this. Right here. It makes no sense to put that module here. Let him put a module there because I'm going to detonate this on a 2. Hopefully it won't be a module. I misstated that. I'll put this one this way, so I got in 2 different directions, even though the 2 is going to attack the module and take it out. Yeah. I mean, it's just one more thing that he can't put. Like, if he gets an attack. Super late to the party. Yep. Well, that's all right, Spencer. How's things going? Oh, the iOS is working again. Well, that's great. That's great. I'm glad they got it working. It's awesome. All right. Oh, he's castling. Oh, he castled again. Look at that. He's got everything freaking connected. Son of a buck. Oh, we're dead. We are dead. Last turn. Man. Man, we are so dead. The jungle overtook us. Yeah, that's the only thing I've got is this. That is not going to do us any good. So I can net the +1 and this. And that's it. The battle. Oh, and we're poisoned. Yeah, I can take out the +1 at this point. Yeah, might as well. Let's do it. Yeah, that one was going to die anyway, so there you go. Man. Nothing. Poisoned. 12. Look at that. Well, there you go. Wasn't what we wanted. Feels a lot more like a Monday. If you play random, it feels like a Monday. Anyway. It was still pretty good. Trying to fight against that Neo Jungle. We got the bomb early. We had to wait for it. It wasn't set on easy. It was medium, I think. But we did draw the bomb early, which is kind of a bummer. And I forgot that the Neo Jungle's got that small bomb, whatever it's called. It's just the one place plus 3. And that worked pretty well. So anyway, I got a business meeting I got to go to. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging with me. Again, if you want to get a hold of me or whatever, make sure that you get on Discord. Portal Discord is out there, and I'll check there from time to time. Just at me, and I will try to respond. We're going to be lining up some people. Hopefully Monday we're going to have some folks joining us, and soon we're going to have spiels coming up, and we're going to do some stuff for that. I'm excited for that. I don't have any announcements right now about what's going on, but I'm pretty excited about it. So, yep. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening.